Alan Patton and Mark Davis back at Russ Gear Field in Villa Grove. Cumberland with the football, third down and about 19 yards to go at their own 27-yard line. Wide receivers to both sides of the field. Single set back behind Monty Wolke. He rolls out to the near side. He's under pressure. He goes back the other way. He puts up the ball downfield, and it is overthrown, intended for Drayton Ruhal. And that's going to be a fourth down situation. In the first quarter, Wolke was 8 of 14 for 68 yards. That's going to bring up a fourth down situation, 4th and 19 from the 27 for the Cumberland Pirates. Come into the game with a 3-3 overall record, 2-1 in the Southeast Division of the Little Okaw Valley Conference. Wolke back to punt, gets the kick away. It's going to be hit at the 40, taken at the 35 by Kenny Guerrero. He tries to cut back to the middle of the field, but he's going to get brought down at the 43-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils with 11:39 to go here in the first quarter of play. And we're going to say that is about a 33-yard punt for Wolke. And the Blue Devils with the football. And I'm sure Chad Musselman is hoping they can make it through an offensive possession without dropping the football.
Yeah.
The last time they got a lucky bounce. Here's a handoff to Daly. He's going to carry the football out to midfield. Max Daly, as he said, got a big cast on his right hand, so he's having to carry the football with his left hand. Going to be 2nd down at about 3 for the Blue Devils. 3 running backs behind Gunner, kind of in the pistol formation. Gets a snap, hands off over the right side to Bradley, and Bradley goes to the 40-yard line for a 10-yard gain for the Blue Devils. And it's another 1st and 10 for Villa Grove Heritage.
We've seen Villa Grove kind of get back to basics in the second quarter, dropping balls on 3 consecutive drives. They seem to just go into some running plays, keeping their mind on just holding onto the ball and drilling their way through the field with as few hits as possible.
Yeah. 3 wide receivers off to the left side. Short snap to Gunner. He picks it up off the ground, holds on to it, and goes forward for about, we're going to say 6 yards. Gunner on the carry. He gets to the 34. And it's going to be 2nd and 4 at the 34. Daly behind Gunner. Looks like Bradley is the wing back to the left side. Gunner getting the signs from the sideline. Here's a man in motion. Here's Gunner. Gives it off. Daly over the right side, and he's going to bull his way down to about the 26-yard line. Going to be an 8-yard gain for Max Daly. And it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. So as you said, Mark, Villa Grove they're just going to hand it off and go forward, kind of ground and pound for the blue and gold tonight. Here's Gunner giving off over the right side to Bradley. He had a hole, but he tripped and fell forward. And let's see, he's going to get to the 23, we're going to call it. Gain of 3 on the play for Nathan Bradley. So it's going to be 2nd down and 7. Last week against Martinsville, Blue Devils did not throw a pass on a timed down. Oh, no, there's another fumble. And it's going to be Cumberland ball again. Another fumble that time. That is 4. And it is lost again. And Cumberland recovers for the 3rd time. So I know Chad Musselman is not a happy camper tonight. Ball at the 16-yard line for the Pirates. 1st and 10. Wolke under center. He hands off over the right side. And let's see who the ball carrier is. That's 35. Keaton Titus. Titus gets it out to the 29-yard line, a gain of 13 for Titus. And that's the 5th first down for the Pirates. 2 backs behind Wolke. Hands off over the left side. And this looks like Titus again. Yep. Toby Stipp in on the stop. And Titus gets out to the 37. Gain of 8 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Pirates. Wide to the left side is Gunnar McCann. Here's Wolke going to keep it himself, and he's going to be close to first down yardage. He may still be about a yard short as he gets to the 39. And it's going to be 3rd down at about a yard. In on the stop, Gavin Arnold and Spencer Eversole, 2 of the leading tacklers for the Blue Devils. Now we're going to have a timeout for a measurement. And he could be close. The sticks are just shy of the 40-yard line. And the football is awfully close to that mark, but they have to bring the chains in from the far side of the football field. And they stretch the chains, and
something must have happened during surgery. I don't remember that being so small. She said,
about 6 inches. It's going to be 3rd and less than a yard at the 39-yard line with 7:51 to go in the first half.
3rd down.
Wolke and Cameron James come back out. Wolke getting a play from the sidelines. See what they do on 3rd and about 6 inches. 7:51 remaining here in the first half. Villa Grove Heritage leads 7-6 on one of the more unusual plays you'll see in the football season. Full house backfield behind Wolke, with Houston Napier, the front man in that wishbone type formation. Here's a handoff on the right side, and it's going to be a first down as Keaton Titus goes across the 40 to the 41. Going to be a gain of a couple on the play, but enough for a first down, the 6th one of the first half for the Cumberland Pirates. Villa Grove has 4 first downs in the first half. McMakin on the left side. Wide receiver to the right. Wolke hands off to the right side. Flag on the play. Titus gets across the 50 into VGH territory, but we had a penalty on the play. We're going to mark it at the 47 of the Blue Devils. Holding against Cumberland. Flag was thrown back at about the 41, which was the line of scrimmage. And so the Blue Devils will take that one. 10-yard walk-off from the line of scrimmage, I would say, since that's where the flag was at. Put the ball back at the 31. That's going to be 1st and 20. That was the first penalty of the football game. We've had plenty of dropped footballs, but no penalties up to this point. So it's going to be 1st and 20 for the Pirates. Clock running, just over 7 minutes to go in the first half. Cumberland going from our right to our left toward the north end zone. McMakin to the left side, wide receiver to the right. Wolke drops back to throw. Now rolls out to the right. He airs it out, puts it downfield, and it is incomplete, and there's a flag on the play. Kenny Guerrero and the wide receiver, number 8, Cameron James, were fighting for the football. They called pass interference. We'll just have to see whether it's offensive or defensive. They were both jockeying for position to catch the football.
Not really sure why they called either interference, though. They were all going for it, but they must have seen it one way or the other in the officials' eyes. So we'll see what they call here.
Yeah.
It'll make one side extremely happy and one side a little bit angry.
I think Larry Maynard is the happy one because he was over there clapping his hands. So the head coach of the Pirates, let's see, interference. VillaGrove declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer against VillaGrove. Okay, so that's why Larry Maynard was happy. So pass interference against VillaGrove was declined. Roughing the passer was called against VGH. And that was accepted. I think either one of them are 15-yard penalties. So going to be another 1st and 10 for the Pirates as the ball at the 46-yard line. Wolke hands off over the right side. And gain of about a yard or 2 on the play. Titus again, the ball carrier. He gets to the 48, gain of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 8 yards to go. Titus has carried the ball 6 times for about 26 yards. Wide receivers in their side, 1 to the right. Here's Wolke dropping back, rolling to the left. He's under pressure, and he's still going. He was tiptoeing along the sidelines. We thought he was going to step out of bounds at the 45 of VillaGrove Heritage, but he stays in bounds, and he gets down to the Blue Devils' 30-yard line.
Looked like the VillaGrove defense there thought he was going to step out of bounds as well. Didn't give the effort they needed to just, even just a little push probably would have put Wilkie out of bounds. But he scraped along the sidelines, brought it back inside, and got a big gain on a run there. So good job by Monty Wilkie.
22-yard carry, and it's a 1st down for the Pirates rather. They're at the Blue Devil 30.
Pirates have the ball at the Blue Devil 30-yard line.
Wide receiver to the right. Tyson McGee, 1 in the slot. Here's Wolke putting the ball up, and it is incomplete. He was being chased by Skylar Orwick that time. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Nobody really in the general vicinity, maybe about 5-10 yards away from the intended pass, but Wolke was throwing it away for his life. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the 30-yard line. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass with 5:29 to go in the 2nd quarter. 7-6, VillaGrove Heritage on top. Wide receivers to both sides. Backs in the eye behind Wolke. Here's Wolke giving off to Keaton Titus. And he's going to be brought down for no gain. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 30. Tyler Harrison on the stop.
Number 30, Tanner Bergner.
And Tanner Bergner in on the stop. Up front for the Blue Devils, Noah Danner, Gavin Arnold, Kyle McColgan, and Brody Cole in the front line for the Blue Devil defense. Here's Wolke throwing incomplete. Yeah, there's a flag on the play. Pass was intended for James. It was thrown over his head, but a flag was thrown. And let's see. There was not as much contact on that one as there was on that earlier play. Holding is called against Villa Grove Heritage. So that's going to be about a 5-yard penalty, I believe. They go from the 30. Defensive holding against VGH. And that's going to put the ball at the 20. A 10-yard penalty.
You got a yard to go. They were behind the 10.
So I guess they were second and or had 11 yards to go. Going to be third down and a yard at the
Third down and 1 yard to go to the Pirates.
21, we're going to call it. Second penalty on Villa Grove on this drive. Third down and short yardage. Wolke gives off to Titus, and he's going to push his way forward, and it looks like he's going to have the first down.
Titus on the carry.
Kyle McColgan, last man off the pile for the Blue Devils. Ball just inside the 20. And it's going to be 1st and 10, the 9th first down of the first half for the Cumberland Pirates. 1st and 10, ball just the back third of the football, resting on the 20-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Titus and Cameron James to the right. Napier the single back. Wolke rolls out to the right, looks to throw, pass. And let's see, there's a fight, a battle for the football. McMeekin, the intended receiver, picks up the football. He gets the pass. And let's see, they're going to be about a yard short. So a 9-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 1. Ball at the 11 for the Cumberland Pirates. One man wide to the right. Tyson McGee. Wide receiver to the left. Here's a running play to the left side. And it looks like it may be Titus again.
35.
Keaton Titus brought down by Skylar Orwick. And it's going to be 1st and goal for the Cumberland Pirates.
Stop, defense.
And let's see, they're going to say the ball is at the 6, so a 5-yard gain for Titus. Two wide right, Titus and James. Single setback. Couple tight ends for the Pirates. Here's Wolke, takes the snap, rolls out to the right side, throws. It is complete for the touchdown. Cameron James, the receiver on the pass play. And the score comes with 2:58 to go. A 6-yard pass play from Wolke to James. And that gives the Pirates a 12-7 lead. And Cumberland will go for probably the 2-pointer. It's what they tried the first time, tried to run it. It was no good. Four in the backfield. Wolke rolls to the right, throws it up, and it is incomplete. I think that might have been James again. The intended, nope, that was Tyson McGee. But the 2-point attempt was no good. And with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the first half, the score is Cumberland 12, Villa Grove Heritage 7. Cumberland takes the lead on a 13-play, 84-yard drive that was helped by a couple penalties against the Blue Devils. Monty Wolke to kick off for the Pirates. Squibs it up the middle. Going to be taken at the 30. Going to be but Nathan Bradley. He breaks free. He's across midfield. He gets away. He's got one man to beat. Bradley at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Nathan Bradley for the Villa Grove Heritage Blue Devils. Let's see. That was Cole Lemon instead of Bradley. He took that bouncing kickoff right at the 35-yard line, went right up the middle, broke through, and took it in for the touchdown. Cole Lemon. 65-yard kickoff return with 2:45 to go. So in 13 seconds, the Blue Devils go from being down 5 to being ahead by a point. And they'll try or see what they do for the extra point attempt, if they go for 1 or go for 2. Looks like they're going to go for one of them, or rather for 2.
Looks like Cole Lemon got a taste of the end zone about halfway through that run, and he did not want to give it up. He broke one tackle at about the 25, I would say, and then had a diving man miss him.
And the pass is incomplete. Gunter tries to pass to Bradley at the goal line, and it is incomplete. So we have timeout with 2:45 to go, with Villa Grove now on top by a score of 13-12. So, Mark, things turn pretty quick in this ball game. And the Villa Grove scored their first touchdown on kind of a fluky play, the pass to midfield, the fumble, and then Toby Stipp picked it up and ran for about 50 yards for the TD. And this time Cumberland bounces the kickoff up the middle, which they'd done each time this evening. Yep. But number 10, Cole Lemon, takes the football at about the 35, goes right up the middle, breaks free inside the Cumberland territory. And as Mark said, he saw that green grass and white lines ahead of him, and he was heading for the end zone and made it in standing up. Here's Skylar Orwick with the kickoff. And he kind of pooches one. Going to be taken at the 25 by Cumberland. And there's going to be brought down at the 37-yard line.
Two Villa Grove players tackled each other on that play. It looked like just missed the runner, but still taken down about 5 yards after that. We've seen tonight Cumberland up by 6, then down by 1, up by 5, then down by 1. So certainly a back and forth game. Things have turned quickly. Some odd plays for Villa Grove that they scored on. A fumble picked up and taken about 50 yards, at a kick return taken a long ways for a touchdown. Cumberland's have both come on a Wolke run and a Wolke pass.
Here's Wolke taking the football, faking the handoff. He's going to keep it. He gets across the 40 to about the 42-yard line, a gain of 5 for Monty Wolke. He's carried the ball 8 times. Got about 5 yards that time. 37 yards for Wolke. It's going to be second down and about 5 to go. Ball just at the 42-yard line. 2:05 left to go in the first half. Here's Wolke, going to keep it himself. Makes the handoff again. Gets up to midfield, and he'll have enough for the first down. 11 first downs for the Pirates tonight. And the ball resting right on the midfield stripe. So Wolke gets 8.
72, Spencer Eversole.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Pirates. 11 first downs for Cumberland, 4 for Villa Grove Heritage. Wolke in the shotgun, drops back to throw, rolls out to right, and passes, let's see, incomplete. Intended over on the far side of the field for Cameron James.
Wolke's pass intended to
That is the 19th pass attempt for
second down.
Wolke. He's completed 10 for about 80 yards unofficially. Clock stopped with 1:36 to go. Second down, 10 yards to go at midfield.
We see some solid numbers for Wolke, about 55% pass completion and 8.8 yards a pass. So decent numbers, not amazing and not bad. So good play by Wolke and 2 touchdowns to add to those.
Here's a handoff. Wolke got to keep it, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds for sure this time. Last possession, he kind of tiptoed along the sidelines. Players kind of let up on defense, let him go, thinking he was out of bounds, but he kept going. That time he was knocked out for sure, knocked out of bounds at least. Got a big gain of about 7 yards. Wolke's kind of shaken up, or maybe, he's kind of shaken up a little bit.
Looks like one of his legs hit that table. There's about a yard or two between the VillaGrove sideline and their water table. Wolke was pushed right into that. Also undercut a VillaGrove player that was on the sideline. So you'd hate to see a player get injured on a play like that, but it looks like he'll be fine, just a little bit shaken up, and he's certainly out on the field about to take the snap.
Ball to 43, and now we've got a flag. Yeah, there's not a lot of room on the sidelines.
No.
Got a illegal procedure penalty against the Pirates. Going to be 3rd down and 8 with the walk-off. Go back to the 48-yard line. Ball had been at the 43. You've got a less than 5 yards, I would say, between the sideline and the chain link fence along the side of the field. So 3rd down, 8 yards to go at the 43. 3 wide receivers to the right. Little flat pass to Cameron James, and he is hit. Well, let's see how the officials are going to confer.
That looked like a backwards pass that was let go, so that would be a fumble if it stayed in bounds. We'll see what ruling the officials make.
Let's see, they're walking in from the, that was a lateral. The line of scrimmage was the VillaGrove 48. And so that's a loss of 7 yards. So it's going to be 4th down at about 15 at the 45. Wolke punts. It's a high one. It's going to hit and go out of bounds. And the official walking up the sidelines to the 34-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for VillaGrove at their own 34-yard line. And that
15 seconds to go in the half. The Blue Devils will start this drive from their own 34-yard line.
So that is about a 26-yard punt, maybe. Going to be 1st and 10 Blue Devils, 1:15 left to go. In the half, Gunter rolls out to the right side. Pass is complete to Cole, to number 14, Dalton Mannon.
Number 14, Dalton Mannon.
And he's going to be pushed out about the 48-yard line, between the 47 and 48. Gain of 14.
First down.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils at their own 48. Gunter gets the snap, rolls left, passes incomplete, intended for Toby Stipp.
Gunter's pass intended for number 1.
Gunter has only attempted 4 passes, completed 2 of them for 43 yards. Going to be 2nd down and 10 at the 48. Clock stopped with 1:04 left to go in the first half.
We see Gunter taking the ball about 3 yards back from the center. Not really a pistol, but not a shotgun. So certainly an odd way to take a snap. And there's one that's bobbled.
Short snap, bounced on the ground in front of Gunter. He had to fall on it. Going to be a loss of about 2 on the play. And I think we've got a called timeout, but with 56.1 seconds to go. Going to be 3rd down and 12 yards to go. Back at the 46 of Villa Grove Heritage. The Blue Devils called the timeout. They have 2 left. Yeah, that's I don't really know what the pistol formation, a lot about the pistol formation. But like you said, it wasn't really a pistol, wasn't really a shotgun, one of those sawed-off things they have or something. I don't know. But it's a short snap, only, like you said, about 3 yards. And Gunter had trouble handling the snap. And he did a good job to fall on the football and keep the Pirates away from it again. Villa Grove has fumbled 4 times, lost 3 of them, turned 1 of them into a touchdown for themselves. Here's Gunter rolling out to the left. Pass complete, and it is complete to Dalton Mannon. He's going to have enough for the first down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line of Cumberland. 15-yard play.
On the tackle was number 51, Blaine Yoakum.
Blaine Yoakum in on the stop, and it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. At the 39, here's Gunter, rolling right, complete to Stipp. Stipp heads for the sidelines and brought out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. A gain of about 6 on the play.
We see 39 seconds left on the clock, and we're going to see Villa Grove players just try to get out of bounds as often as possible and just try to get in that end zone before halftime.
2nd down and 4 from the 33. Pitch out to James. James trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to be dropped for a loss of about a yard, and Villa Grove is going to call their 2nd timeout. Dalton James kind of got the pitch out with people surrounding him, and I was like, you want me to do this? And he was thrown for a loss for about, we'll call it a loss of a yard on the play.
They gave Gavin Gunter the read option there, and neither option looked very good. Either he was going to get hit behind the line or his teammate was, and I guess he gave the teammate the option to try to make a play there. He tried to cut it through the middle of 2 defenders and just got pulled down. So
Villa Grove already has had their talk with Chad Musselman. And it's going to be 3rd down. Scoreboard says about 3, and the ball at the 33, 34-yard line. Gunter gets the snap, rolls to the right, puts it in the air, complete to Madden on the near sideline, and he slides out of bounds. And but we have a flag on the play, holding against Villa Grove Heritage. Ball was going to be inside close to the 20. But it's going to be a 10-yard walk-off against Villa Grove Heritage. Still 3rd down. So the ball goes from the 34. And they're going to go back to the 48-yard line. The flag was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. So 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It's going to be 3rd down. They have to get to about the 30. Gunter Pass incomplete. Intended for Dalton Mannon. Back to defend for the Pirates was Drayton Ruhal. There's another flag on the play. Holding against Cumberland. So, 2 consecutive holding penalties, one against Villagrove Heritage, one against Cumberland. 24.4 seconds. Ball at the 38-yard line. 10-yard walk-off against the Pirates. That's their third penalty for 25 yards. Bradley going wide to the left side. 3rd down and 9. At about the 38. Daly, the lone back behind Gunner. Gunner drops back, throws downfield intended for Guerrero. He is hit as the ball flies over his head. No flag that I see on the field. Villagrove Heritage fans may have wanted a pass interference call, but nothing was called, and it's going to be 4th down.
The ball itself was sailing far out of bounds, and so I think that's why we didn't see a pass interference call, but the wide receiver, it looked like number 4, Kenny Guerrero, got booked by a Cumberland defender as he was heading out for the pass.
Dropping back, Gunner rolls to the right. He's in trouble, and he's going to be dropped back at the 47-yard line. A 9-yard loss on the play. And Cumberland will take over on downs with 13.1 seconds to go. And we've got a 13-12 ball game in favor of the Blue Devils.
Certainly an odd play call to send some hard rushers in after the quarterback on a 4th and 8 call where all you have to do is prevent a touchdown, but that's what they did, and it worked out nicely for Cumberland. They now get the ball with 13.1 seconds left. They're probably looking for a couple long pass plays, and we see Villagrove playing this very intelligently with 4 men deep and 4 linebackers, and it's just going to be a knee for Cumberland, number 4, Monty Wolke.
Wolke takes the knee, and they'll go into halftime down by 1. And as the clock winds down, we're at halftime here at Russ Gear Field in Villagrove with the score. Villagrove Heritage 13 and the Cumberland Pirates 12 on the Douglas